Hello, chocolatiers. Welcome back to another video today. And in today's video, I am reviewing Borderlands. Now, been hearing a lot of shit about it. 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody's talking about how bad it is. You know, I'm looking at YouTube, always critical, and all them. It's like worst movie of the year, or whatever it's saying. I just gotta say this. Please go watch more movies. Actually, don't go watch more movies because unfortunately, I found worse. This movie's not the worst movie of the year I've seen, especially in a year where you have Harold and the Purple Crayon that just came out last week. I don't think I'm ever going to forget that fucking movie. Thank you, Hollywood. I don't even know where I need to start. So, this movie is bad. It's like a piece of shit. So, I guess I'll start with the positives because there's very little of those. So, Kate Blanchett as Lilith. I gotta give it to Grace Randolph. I called bullshit when I saw that review. I said, this bitch crazy. I wouldn't give it a positive review because of her performance, but I really didn't like Kate Blanchett in the role. That surprised me. I thought she was too old. I was like, is she gonna do it? You know, I liked her though. Is that all the fucking positives I had? No, I have one more. I just hit. Okay. I like the way the world looks. Nothing, at least to me, looked cheap necessarily. CGI and stuff like that looked really good, but it was mainly the worlds itself. So like Lilith, when she has her intro scene, she's on this planet and it looks really cool, like dystopian and all kinds of stuff like that. I like how they did Pandora, and yeah, that's about it. Those are all my positives. So into the rest of the shit. So we're miscasting. Kevin Hart playing Roland was fine, but it's one of those things where because it's Kevin Hart, they're like, man, we gotta make the people laugh. He didn't tell a single joke I fucking laughed or chuckled at in this movie. I understand, just like horror, comedy is subjective. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's why your score's low. It's not funny. The action in this movie is very boring to watch. And I was actually a little upset about that because one of the things that Borderlands is known for is guns and weapons. Lilith has a cool revolver that she uses in the movie, but like Roland just uses like a rifle, like a machine gun, and the other characters just kind of like pistols, whatever. And like I was really hoping we were gonna get some of those like cool, like, oh, you got a legendary weapon. Like I know they weren't gonna say it because you know it's a video game movie, but I was really just kind of hoping for like something else, like something that would have like made this unique or cool. And instead we get just kind of like a random sci-fi adventure with a really awful plot. Now I want to dabble a little bit into the lore of this movie, if you will stay with me for a minute. So rumor has it, actually I don't even know if it's rumor at this point, I think it's just true. Craig Mazin, who, as you know, wrote and directed Chernobyl and did Last of Us Season 1, projects that people really love and adore. Apparently, he wrote the script to this film. I don't know if he was going to film it. I don't know. I haven't looked at directors. I don't know if that was like he was going to film it, you know, whatever, like he's been doing his other projects. But somehow Eli Roth got connected to this movie. And apparently he like went and changed up stuff, and you can almost tell, maybe not by him, but that it was changed by somebody. There are plot points that happen in this movie. Particularly, I want to say the second and third act, because the first act of this movie I was okay with. I say, you know what? I ain't loving it, but we are like at a 6 right now. You know? Strong 6. If they can go to the finish line, maybe a damn near 7. You know? Decent movie. They go off the rails. So the third act does things and people just do shit, and I'm just kind of like, well, how are you doing this? How are you able to do that? Oh, I looked at a picture when I was a child. What? And you knew how to, you trained that quick. Eli, no. I'm upset too because I like Eli Roth. You know, I've been seeing on Twitter because, you know, everybody fucking hates life on Twitter. People are roasting him, like literally talking about his portfolio of movies. I said, excuse me, he made Thanksgiving last year. That was in my top fucking. I actually know it got cut. It was in my top 15, but still 15. I was like, that's a good movie, and it's just. I don't know, like, I don't know what else to say about this movie. It's just not good, but it's not, like, really bad. Like, this movie's very in the middle. Like, I'm leaning towards a 5, because part of me is like, well, you know, they do this fine, whatever, but, like, it's just that second and third act. Like, there's a whole segment where they're basically fighting these people in the sewers. That shit went on way too long. It's like 20 minutes. Of them just like running around doing whatever, not getting anywhere. The villain of the movie is so weak. I kind of forgot he was even in the movie, if I'm being honest. He just kind of shows up and go, what up? I just wish that instead of them getting these characters that we really love, whatever, that they would have done something like a Telltale Borderlands, where they would have taken, you know, this world that we love, but made their own characters, made their own story. This ain't like Mortal Kombat, where you got characters people love and adore and want to do this, that. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I like Roland, but, like, who really was like, damn, I need Kevin Hart to play Roland? Like, dude, no. We could have got our own original story in this world and maybe had cameos from these people. That would have been cool. Or anything better than what we got. And I'm going to call this review short because it's done. There's nothing else to talk about. This movie's not good. August is failing me as a month. What the fuck are we doing? I know next week's Alien, but you know what the week is after that? Fucking Crow. Blink Twice. I'm scared for both of those films. Both excited for those movies, but scared. Because Crow looked pretty good to me. I was like, damn, this looks fire. I got on Twitter. That's the problem. Get on the internet. Everybody's like, fuck this movie. Fuck this piece of shit. We've already got the Crow. And I was like, oh shit. Damn, y'all hate that. You know, I thought he was cooking with that, you know, with the trailer. I was like, damn, shit look clean. I'm excited. I love my boy Bill. You know? Everybody hates everything. And it's so hard to be kind when this shit comes out. I was in It Ends With Us not even 2 hours prior to watching this film. All this shit, all this whatever. There was like 2 people in Borderlands. I said, damn, dude. They even knew it was bad. They didn't come to it. It's sad. You know what's happened to our cinema? I'm giving Borderlands a 4.5 out of 10. I would say it's generous, but I think that's like right down the alley. I really don't think it should be a 4% Rotten Tomatoes. I think it deserves about a 40. Like low key, I think 40 is like perfect for it. It's like I mean, it's still an F. That's an F. That's a failing grade, a 40. But it's not, like, it's weird to say it's not awful, but it's because the opening act and stuff, I was fine with. Like, I was like, oh, this is okay. But it's also not the worst film I've seen this year either. Like I said, just last week, rewind a week, Harold came out. And the fucking take his crown away, please. And with that, please like and subscribe for more. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts on this film, or if you have seen it, or if you just dodged a fucking bullet because of my review. Let me know if I saved your life. And with that, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
You've come in search of the secret.
I love my popcorn. Movies, popcorn.